Hey, so I just got over gas. I just got rid of gas. It's an amazing thing, right? Now, I'm not talking about gastrointestinal problems. I'm not talking about farting. I'm talking about gear acquisition syndrome. This has been a problem in my life for years. And I've actually been doing homemade therapy to get over it. There was never a new piece of gear that I didn't have to have. There's tons of stuff in my studio that I don't ever touch, but I had to have it. And up until even earlier this year, the worst thing that could ever happen is I get on YouTube and see new gear or see new things pop up on Amazon. And even though I had maybe 3 or 4 things that would do the same thing as the thing I was looking at, I would have to have it. Same thing went for plugins and software. But I made a concerted effort to get over that. I'm actually at the point now where I'm about to get rid of a lot of studio gear. Some things that have been dear to my heart, but I never actually use them. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not getting rid of my studio. And I'm not getting rid of any of my guitars. I'm just not getting any new guitars. Now, if you do follow me at all, you know I just got a bass last week. But that was by design, a final thing that I needed to complete my studio. Like one thing I needed that I did not have was that bass guitar. So I got a cheap bass guitar, and a cheap one because I'm not a bassist. I just needed something to go in and put bass into certain songs. So now I have that. I have my go-to studio amp. I have my portable amp. I have my portable PA. And I'm getting rid of a lot of everything else. I'm even at the point now where I have the plugins that I like using and I can do anything with them. I don't need new plugins. And if I do go for new plugins, I'm trying to go for free things, trying not to put any more money into that. Unless something really stellar dropped that would really change my life, that part of everything is over as well. So right there, if you go right through that door and then take a right, left, right, you get into my studio. I'm not giving up my studio. I love working in my studio. I know how my studio sounds. I know how amazing working in that studio is. Even when I get rid of the gear, I'm still going to go in the studio. I have my audio interfaces set up. I have everything set up to work in there. But I'm about to make a song right here in my living room on a little TV tray, what we used to call it back in the day, just a little table here. I've got my computer. I've got what is going to be my go-to keyboard now. I'm thinking about getting rid of my nice one. Yeah, I am. Yeah. The fact is, I don't even need this. I just like having it because I like the feel of the keys and I like having the bit of usefulness that it gives me. But lately I've been making music just using the computer keyboard and the virtual keyboard on screen. When it comes to software, I've been for 8 or 9 years, I was a dedicated Ableton user, I sold the Push and I took Ableton off of my system. I went with Reaper, cheaper to upgrade. They are always adding things to it. Every week there's a new version to download, and I just love that. And so I'm a Reaper guy now. It's cheaper, and I find that I'm making better music on Reaper, not because Reaper's a better DAW, it's because I had gotten so good at Ableton, and Ableton had so many features. It's almost like Ableton sometimes was making the music for me because I was using the features rather than my creativity. So I'm about to show you what I have on this little TV dinner tray here. And I like that. Whoa, steady cam. I'm about to show you what I have on this little table here that is going to allow me to make all the music I need. Never going to mix outside the studio though. I got to go mix in the studio. Although I have an option here because I have the Waves NX, so I can mix on headphones, which I do in the studio sometimes anyway. Anyway, this is what I'm going to be using today in my living room while watching TV. And it just shows you I'm going more minimal. I'm going more minimalist. So let's check this out. All right, here is my laptop and I have Reaper loaded. Let me load up an instrument here. There we go. A nice weird instrument there. Free plugin, by the way, Synthetic Vortices by Sample Science. Love this. Let me just set this to all MIDI inputs, just so you can see what I'm doing here. And, okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. Now, I have Reaper as my DAW on my computer, and then I have my Nano Key 2 here as my instrument, my controller. Let me turn that up a little bit. So I like this because it's small size, fits with the laptop, but the fact is, I could easily do this. As you can see, I have done this in the past when it's just me and my laptop. The real reason that I keep this around is not only the small size and it fits with the laptop, but I don't have any velocity control with the laptop. I also don't have any pitch bends and things. So I have more control with this. But I'm perfectly capable of making the music right there if I need to. So first stage is Reaper. Then I have my Korg. I do have a dongle on this so that I can have more things that I can plug in if necessary. Over here, this plug-in right here goes to my hard drive, which is right on the other side there, which is where I keep a lot of things. Now you're wondering what this is. This is just an interface in so I can plug in my guitar or my bass and use it with my plugins in Reaper. So what do I have here in this minimalist setup? I have a computer, which I can use to make the music itself, or I have the Korg here to do the same thing. So I have control over my plugins there where I can play my music. I can plug my guitar in right there. I have my hard drive, external hard drive right over there. And in case I need to plug anything else in, I have a dongle. That is my complete portable, fits in my backpack setup, but it's a full studio. I put my headphones on there and launched the NX plugin. I can even mix on this thing. I have several different studios in NX. And I love that plugin because it simulates being in an actual mixing room, in an actual control room. But yeah, getting over G.a.s, gear acquisition syndrome. This is my ultra portable mix. I'm going to be making music here in my living room today. And if at any point I feel the need, I can unplug all this, walk right into my studio and get going in the full setup. So that's my video today, guys. Cheers.